So previously we have seen that how we can fetch data from one API. Like an example, here we are fetching a list of users and we are storing them locally in this users array. And after that we are using this user list React component to render the list of users. So if we refresh, you can see we are fetching data from this API, and then here is the list of users that we have rendered. Now managing these users efficiently is very important, especially when we need to delete users from this list. So in that case we can use the Redux Toolkit, which simplifies the state management. So we can easily handle this user data. So now we're gonna see how we can delete this user's data one by one. So we're gonna add some delete button right after every username. So we have to add some code right here. We're gonna add one button. This button will delete that specific list item. So here we have this delete button after every list item. Now if we click on that, it doesn't do anything. So we have to write some logic whenever we click on this button. So here on click of this button, we are going to run this callback, and here we can dispatch some action. So here we can dispatch delete user along with some payload. So we have to define this delete user action creator. For this we have to go inside this user slice. So here we're gonna create the reducer. So we're gonna define the delete user. So this reducer will take the state and the action. So this action will contain the payload with the ID of that specific user, so that we can remove that from this list. So const user ID action dot payload, and after that we're gonna use the filter. So we're gonna modify the state dot users array, and here we're gonna filter the array. So state dot users dot filter, and here we're gonna take every individual user, and here we're gonna apply the filter. So user dot id not equals the user id. So we're basically saying we're gonna return all of the users except the user id that we pass in the payload. So that way we're gonna have this updated users array which will not contain the ID that we have passed. So we have done defining this delete user. Now we have to export this. So here in the bottom we are going to export the delete user from the user slice dot actions. So now we have to import this inside this React component. So here we're gonna import delete user from the user slice. Now here we have to pass the payload. The payload will be the ID of that specific user, so that we can remove that. So here we're gonna pass the ID, so user.id. Now we can click on this delete button and we can delete that specific user. So if we click on delete, you can see that specific user will be deleted. So this way we can delete one specific user from this list. So hope you understand how we can dispatch with one action creator and we can pass one ID of a specific user so that we can remove this. So hope you understand the concept. See you in the next one. Take care.